Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to Fragrance Sense. Hope you all are doing great. Today, we are going to be comparing the star of the elixirs, Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male Elixir, with its latest flanker, Le Male Elixir Absolu. So, without further ado, let's start with the comparison. As you can see, friends, both of these come in similar boxes, and I'm sure most of you all might be familiar with how the Le Male series is presented by Jean Paul Gaultier. So these are the boxes, the tin cans, which are very famous. The bottles are held in this cap, which open from below. Same for the elixir. So you can see both look exactly the same. So nothing more to talk on the boxes. Let's get rid of them and keep them aside. And friends, please do forgive me if you find me a little low on energy today because it's been a very hectic day at work. To share with you all, friends, I am a musician, I'm a music composer and a producer. And as you can see, I also have a deep passion for perfumes. So that's another thing that I recently started, reviewing perfumes. So it's a very interesting story that how I ended up getting the Le Male Elixir and the Le Male Elixir Absolu. Friends, in 2024, when Jean Paul Gaultier launched the Le Male Elixir, I was on a family vacation in Dubai at that time. And by chance, I visited Sephora at the Dubai Mall, where I spotted the Le Male Elixir. That day, I tried quite a few fragrances, and the representative there, she told me to try this new release, which was doing great. Honestly, friends, the first time when I tried the Le Male Elixir, it did not impress me. It just felt like the run-of-the-mill, sweet, woody fragrances that were churning out. It kind of reminded me of the Paco Rabanne, 1 Million Royal, 1 Million Lucky, the Dylan Blue, a hodgepodge, a concoction of so many things that have been churning out nowadays. So it did not seem of interest to me to go ahead and get the Le Male Elixir. The chapter was closed for me there. Now, after so many months, honestly, friends, I really felt the hype build around Le Male Elixir. I thought maybe I missed something when I tried it first, when especially so many people talking such good things about it, even very close friends of mine. I said, you know what, let's just go and do a blind buy. And luckily in India, one of the places I buy perfumes from had both of these units ready in stock. I said, you know what, send them both. So let's start with the comparison and see how each fares against the other. As most of you may know, both of these scents have been crafted by Quentin Biche. Quentin Biche, friends, is becoming quite a big name, quite a synonymous name in the perfume industry after delivering some amazing and super successful scents such as Ganymede, Bois Imperial, Le Male Elixir, etc. etc. On my right hand, I have sprayed the Le Male Elixir a couple of hours ago to test the dry down. And on my left hand, I sprayed the Le Male Elixir Absolu a couple of hours ago to test the dry down. So I experienced them for a good couple of days. Now, as for the notes, friends, Le Male Elixir is heavy on lavender, mint, honey, vanilla, tonka beans, and tobacco. And yeah, they're quite prominent from the word go when you spray this perfume. So the Le Male Elixir Absolu, friends, ditches the mint, in my opinion, to my nose, and also tones down the lavender a bit. But this is quite heavy on plum, tonka bean, vanilla, some patchouli, musk. Majorly, what I get is plum. Now let's see how each smells. To me, to my nose, this is basically a modern representation of the original Le Male, which was crafted by perfumer Francis Courgent when it originally released, and was pretty famous amongst youngsters at that time. So the elixir, to my nose, is a modern representation of Le Male. How Le Male should smell in 2024, 2025, and boy, does it represent that original DNA so well. You get the lavender, the mint, which the original was known for, and it's done so well by Quentin Biche, but you just can't help but keep digging your nose on the hand you've put this perfume on. Coming to Le Male Elixir Absolu, friends, I know many people have been saying online that both of them are very identical and very similar. Let me tell you one thing. The Elixir Absolu offers me something more. Why? Because as I said, Le Male Elixir is the representation of the OG, but this takes it a notch forward. This, in my humble opinion, friends, makes it much more modern, much more approachable in today's times, especially amongst the youngsters. And the beautiful warm plum and vanilla in ample amounts is what I personally prefer over the Le Male Elixir. It's a personal choice. Now, the best season to wear both, in my opinion, because of the lavender and mint heavy top notes, I personally feel this can be worn all year round. And I would prefer the monsoons and the winter for the Absolu. Both fragrances are made for men, so it's fair to assume that it's best for men. But when it comes to Elixir Absolu, I feel on a cold winter evening, even women can pull this off. Don't get me wrong, this is not a feminine perfume, but it's got those slight hints of very nice vanilla and plum, which I feel women can very well pull off in cold winter evenings. Both fragrances are in the fougere category, more aromatic oriental fougere if we need to be a little more precise. As for the sprays, for the OG Elixir, I feel we can do up to 10 sprays, 2 each on the arms, 2 each in the underarms, and 2 on the chest, which will give you a beautiful lasting projection for at least up to, let's say, around 10 to 12 hours. And for the Elixir Absolu, I believe you can go 2 sprays less, so let's say around 8 sprays, 2 each in the underarms, 1 each on the arms, and 1 each on the shoulder. Now let's check the dry down, friends. Yeah, so both are much closer to each other in the dry down than in the opening and the mids. Now you start to feel the vanilla and tonka beans take over the entire composition, and that's where much of the dry down is for both these scents. Now as for the price, friends, the OG Elixir is $160 and the Elixir Absolu is around $175. The best features for both, I feel, is the projection of the OG Elixir and the beautiful layering and depth of the Elixir Absolu. Both are amazing performers. You'll easily get around 10 to 12 hours on clothes and around 7 to 8 hours on skin. Now let's talk about the issues. Now honestly, friends, these scents being in the designer category, there are not much issues we can talk about, of course, except for one, that they've become very expensive over time, and two, they don't offer much when it comes to experiencing perfumes in terms of layering, depth, notes, as the niche perfumes do. They are just the pick up and spray kind, where you just get ready for a party or something, spray them on, leave. So that was for the comparison. Now let's see, friends, if these fragrances are fragrancefied. Since this was my first time even with the OG Elixir and the Elixir Absolu, in my opinion, yes, both of these fragrances are fragrancefied. For me, more so the Elixir Absolu. Why? Because this again reminds me of the OG Le Male, and this I feel is a step forward in that DNA. Now that's it for today, friends. If you like the video, I would please request you to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also please comment down below to let me know what are your thoughts on both of these if you've tried them. Until next time, take care and have a great weekend.